Entitled individuals, often dubbed Karens, have made a name for themselves by throwing toddler tantrums and exerting their misplaced authority over others. This behavior has become all too familiar, with countless instances of these individuals demanding to speak to managers, harassing service workers, and creating chaos in public spaces. It's a common theme. The loudest voices often think they can do whatever they please without consequence. But when the tables turn and these self-proclaimed guardians of social norms face the consequences of their actions, it's a moment of sweet justice that we all can appreciate. From 2024, here are the top 5 instances when Karens finally got what they deserved. On May 19th, 2024, what should have been a regular evening at a Florida bar turned chaotic when deputies were called to handle an intoxicated woman who had been causing some serious disturbance. The bar staff reached out for help after the woman, identified as Summer, became unruly, harassing customers left and right in her drunken state.
Summer,
okay. All right.
Talk to the cops. What, Summer, right there. Summer.
Oh, me?
Yeah,
Yes.
I guess she wants you trespassed, okay?
I'm a trespass?
No, she said she wants you trespassed. She doesn't want you back.
When deputies arrived, they were met by the bar's owner, a red-haired woman who provided a detailed account of the situation. She explained that Summer, a married woman with 4 children, frequents the bar weekly for a few glasses of wine.
Do you have friends that are here, or are you here by yourself?
I don't know. You gonna go ask Tina.
Why are you being a
Go
dick to
ask
me?
my friend Tina. Go ask my friend
Who's your
Tina.
friend Tina? I don't know who your friend Tina is.
The girl that asked you to get my shit right here.
However, on this occasion, Summer's behavior crossed all limits. The bar owner recounted how Summer had jumped onto a male customer's lap, bouncing up and down in front of the man's girlfriend, which quickly escalated the situation. The bar owner further mentioned that this wasn't the first time Summer had caused trouble. She had created a scene just the week before, and despite being asked to leave multiple times, Summer refused. The bar owner, now fed up, wanted Summer removed for trespassing.
I asked you to leave.
To leave what?
We're grabbing our stuff.
What am I leaving for?
So
Ain't nobody left anything.
When the deputies approached Summer, she attempted to shout over them, raising her voice and trying to manipulate the situation emotionally. She even went as far as gaslighting the officers by denying all the accusations against her, while visibly furious at the bar owner.
Stop, as in what?
No, you said your license was up here.
Yeah, you want to get my license? Yeah.
As the situation intensified, Summer tried to re-enter the bar, despite the officers' attempts to keep her away. Refusing to cooperate, she ignored their warnings. After several minutes of back and forth, the deputies were forced to place her in handcuffs when she resisted further and refused to leave. Summer even lashed out physically, kicking the officers, which added a felony charge to her list of offenses.
No, that's not.
You just kicked me. That's a felony.
What are you talking about? You guys are such dicks.
In her drunken rant, Summer repeatedly mentioned being tired of her kids, suggesting that her disruptive behavior extended beyond the bar, potentially affecting her family as well. In the end, this Karen was ordered to serve 24 months of probation and paid a total of $1,451 in court costs. However, bar drama isn't the only place where entitlement and recklessness are seen. This next case shows how one woman's over-the-top concern for an innocent teenager's modesty spiraled into a shocking act of public humiliation. On April 24th, 2024, a 48-year-old woman from Utah, identified as Ida Ann Lorenzo, faced charges of assault battery following a disturbing incident at a St. George Japanese steakhouse, Sakura. The confrontation escalated when Lorenzo was captured in a now-removed viral TikTok video.
Accuse me of sexual harassment without the facts. Like, at some point, something needs to be done, it needs to be stopped, and they have a reputation for doing this. When none of the minor kids wanted to get up and say anything.
The video she posted has currently reached 517,000 views.
Yanking down a teenager's miniskirt, which he claimed was too short. The video, filmed by one of the girl's friends, documented the bizarre exchange, showcasing Lorenzo's entitlement and unnecessarily aggressive behavior. It all started when Lorenzo confronted this group of young women about the length of one girl's skirt. In a heated verbal altercation, she threatened the alleged victim, stating that if she had to see her ass cheeks hanging out again or catch a glimpse of her pubic hair, she would not hesitate to contact Child Protective Services. Lorenzo claimed her intentions were to protect the community, insisting she would pursue charges of indecent exposure against the girls.
The problem you're gonna run into is if she comes to the department because of this and she decides that she wants to go sexual battery against you, it's gonna be her word versus yours and your word versus hers for the lewdness, submitting charges for both of you to an attorney for them.
However, the victim's friends made it clear that the teenager was over 18, emphasizing that Lorenzo had no right to touch her. As the confrontation progressed, Lorenzo's actions turned against her. Rather than achieving her goal, she found herself charged with assault battery, as detailed in court documents. Following her arrest, she was held at Washington County Corrections, but was later released. Ironically, Lorenzo took her grievances to the police, asserting that the teen's skirt was hiked above her private parts and butt, and claiming she pulled the skirt down due to the presence of children in the restaurant. A friend of the alleged victim who uploaded the original viral TikTok video.
Our other friend Avery, fun fact, same name, she was standing right next to her, and the second time she came up, she touched both their hips and squeezed them, like pinched us, and said she was going to call Child Protective Services.
Provided her version of the events, reinforcing the victim's innocence and the inappropriateness of Lorenzo's actions. The online community reacted quickly, with many social media users advising the teenager to file a police report and press charges against Lorenzo. Comments flooded in condemning Lorenzo's behavior, asserting that touching a female's clothing without consent is unacceptable and constitutes assault. They remarked that it was an assault charge and completely not okay. Another user added that it was indeed assault, describing the situation as insane. They asserted that everything Lorenzo did was wrong, and that she should be charged and kicked out as well. Reporters reached out to Utah's Attorney General for a statement regarding the incident, but no comment has been received. And mind you, not all confrontations are rooted in misguided attempts at protection. Sometimes they spiral from a simple moment of frustration. On March 21, 2023, Frontier Airlines Flight 2426 from Miami to Philadelphia was delayed when passenger Simone Bryna Kim caused a major disruption during boarding, all because of a single bag. Kim became involved in a heated argument with another passenger, which quickly escalated into a physical confrontation. Her behavior was so inappropriate that the flight crew decided to ask her to leave the plane, but she refused to comply. As a result, the entire flight was delayed, and Miami International Airport police were called to handle the situation.
Take off your purse. Take off your purse.
Why?
Take off your purse, okay?
Why?
You guys are gonna go to jail. Take off your purse.
Why are we going to jail?
Take off your purse.
I'm not comfortable.
Relax.
No, you're making.
Despite being informed of her impending arrest, Kim continued to resist, pushing, pulling, and becoming increasingly violent with officers. She scratched one officer, almost kicked another down the stairs, and attempted to bite 3 officers as they placed her in a patrol car. Even as she was being restrained, Kim continued to kick and struggle. A video of the incident, shared on TikTok, shows concerned passengers questioning the actions of the officers, though Kim's behavior on the plane had been chaotic and uncontrollable. From the plane all the way to the police car, the entitlement in this woman's statements is unbelievable. Kim was transported to the Turner Guilford Knight Correctional Center, where she was charged with multiple offenses, including felony battery on police officers, resisting arrest with violence, and assault on officers. She was later released on bond. And if you thought this type of reckless behavior on the plane was bad, wait until you hear about this Karen who created a huge mess after she was caught speeding, and it led to a result she'll never forget. After being pulled over for speeding, this woman's behavior is something you would never expect even from the craziest of the beings. Simply cooperating with the cops would have saved her from all the consequences, but that seemed all too difficult for this lady. The situation escalated quickly when, after initially taking a long time to pull over, the woman was instructed by the officer to move to another spot. Instead of complying, she angrily sped off, colliding with another vehicle before finally coming to a stop. This marked the beginning of a lifetime encounter with law enforcement. When officers approached her again, the woman became immediately argumentative, refusing to exit her vehicle. Despite multiple requests from the officers, she remained defiant, requiring assistance to be removed from the car. Her behavior only worsened as she launched into the typical Karen tantrum, berating and talking down to the officers in an unacceptable manner.
Stop! Stop! I'm fucking.
Let me get out of the car, you psycho!
Turn around.
No!
Stop! Stop! Stop!
No!
Stop!
427. Send another.
No! You psychos, get off of me!
Hey.
Get off of me!
Her shrieking voice and inability to grasp basic instructions, such as understanding she was under arrest, made the interaction extremely difficult. Displaying what many describe as main character syndrome, a common trait in so-called Karen encounters, the woman continued her aggressive behavior, acting as if the rules did not apply to her. To make matters worse, officers soon noticed that she reeked of alcohol. As expected, she denied being intoxicated, but then demanded to be tested with a breathalyzer to prove her innocence.
Yes,
Take a breathalyzer!
Okay, yes.
I'm not drunk!
So
Take a breathalyzer now!
that's what he's gonna read you. That's what he's gonna read you.
Can I read this so we can do the best license?
Yeah!
Okay.
Of course you can!
Okay.
Read it!
Listen to me. I'm about to tell you something important.
The officers complied with her request, administering the breathalyzer test. The results showed she was well over the legal alcohol limit, confirming that she was driving under the influence. Despite her protests and continuous belligerence, she was finally arrested and charged with DUI. And the saga of troublesome drunk Karens doesn't stop here. Here's your next case, which might be even worse than what you've seen so far. On January 18th, 2024, police were dispatched to a bar following reports of 3 intoxicated women causing a disturbance. Upon arrival, officers confronted one of the women standing outside the establishment, who appeared to be the core source of the issue. A female officer informed her that the bar owners had requested her removal due to her disruptive behavior and the fact that she was throwing things. As a result, she had been banned from the premises for trespassing.
Yeah, they said they don't want you in the property anymore, okay? Okay, listen to me, I understand, but they don't want you here. They said that you were throwing punches. They said it was throwing punches. That's what they said. They don't want you here in the property anymore, okay? You're trespassed from this facility for a period of 1 year, okay? If you're come back here... 1 year? Yeah.
Despite her visibly intoxicated state, the woman, displaying classic Karen behavior, adamantly denied all accusations.
Arrest me right now. Right now. Right now. Arrest me right now.
She refused to acknowledge that she had been violent, dismissed claims of trespassing, and denied any wrongdoing altogether. When asked if there was anyone who could come pick her up, her only concern was proclaiming her innocence, insisting repeatedly that she had done nothing wrong.
This is so scary. Like, this is so... Man, what the does this mean? I need to, like, seriously, no, this is wrong. This is wrong.
Alright, well, you get to tell me everything.
You have to admit, this is wrong. This is so wrong. I've never been...
Alright, let's go.
No, I'm not going in a cell. I've never done anything wrong.
Meanwhile, the woman's friends were being questioned as officers tried to sort out the situation. As time passed, the situation just got increasingly complicated, with the woman crying and screaming, which only intensified when the police attempted to take her away. She broke into a full-blown fit, accusing the officers of treating her unfairly, and sobbing that she didn't deserve to be locked in a small cell. She emphasized that this was her first time being arrested, and that she had never been in jail before, making the experience even more overwhelming for her. By the time she was placed in the police car, her obvious regret was seen on her face as she continued crying. That is why they always say, think before you act. More importantly, in this context, don't drink before you act.